On air, okay.
Yeah, just
On
on air
air
podcast.
podcast reacts to Indigo playing.
But yeah, I
Bro, there's a
mean,
Titan. There's a Titan.
but dead ass. I mean, I honestly, Oh, so the story with the story, and I was telling y'all this earlier, but we're
Yeah, I
gonna tell
guess
it
you
for
can
we're
tell
gonna
them the
tell it
story.
for the
Yeah.
we're gonna tell it for the chat here. So Pasta doesn't think that chubby chasers exist, right? There's no good looking girl that wants a big dude, right? And I'm like, that's a fucking lie.
Look at
Here's the
your belly.
prime
Look at your
example. This
belly.
happened in real life to us a few years ago because me and Pasta actually know each other outside of TikTok, right? Um, Me, Pasta, and our homeboy, and it was like a couple homegirls. We were all at a pool. We threw a pool party, right?
Right.
And Pasta, dead ass, is chilling just by the pool. Got his feet in the water, getting feet wet. You know what I'm saying? We chilling, right? There's this Amazon ass blonde chick. She had to be 6 foot, bro.
Damn.
Right? She had to be 6 foot. She was bad. She was bad. But she's eyeballing Pasta, bro.
On that snoo.
Yeah, death by snoo, bro. That's what I've been asking for. I would have been asking for death by snoo. Right? If y'all don't get that, you're too young.
They don't know that.
But yeah, no, she was eyeballing the fuck out of Pasta. And me and my homeboy were looking at her like, yo. So we couldn't tell who the fuck she was looking at because she was bad. I would have climbed that tree. I'm not 6 foot. I'm 5'10", but I still would have right up that tree. Right. So we moved to the other side of the pool. She's still locked in on Pasta so much so she's ignoring her friends that are at the other end of the pool. Right. And so we go back to Pasta. We're like, Pasta, that girl, bro, that girl. The girl was like, nah, I don't know, man. I nah. We're like, man, you fumbling the bag, man. She was throwing that thing from the free throw line, bruh.
For the life of me, I can't remember what this chick looks like either. So like, she must have not have been that impressive to me. Like
What?
She was bad, bro. I don't care what he says. She was bad. Like, she was bad. If I didn't have a girl at the time and my girl wasn't at the same pool party, she was bad. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man.
You guys never got her number or anything?
Nah, she wasn't for me. It's for Pasta.
I know, but like you never found out anything about her name or anything.
Oh yeah, we ended up finding her name. It was some generic Mountains of Caucasus name, and
I don't even remember.
And she was like 26 or something like that. She had no kids. She had a decent job. She lived alone.
Dang.
Man, that was.
Should have hit her up afterwards.
Sounds like a Caitlyn.
Sounds like a Caitlyn.
Caitlyn. Like Caitlyn, just generic Mountains of Caucasus name.
Ashley.
Yo, let me tell you, you brought up that fucking name.
Amber.
Holy shit.
That's a tall
Okay,
girl.
so I think it was last year or year before last, right? I dated 3 girls named Ashley. Separate times. But all of them were named and check out what is the top. I even looked this up. What is the top middle name for a girl named Ashley?
Nicole.
Oh, Marie.
Nicole.
Oh, Ashley Nicole.
All 3 of them were named Ashley or Nicole.
Yeah,
all 3 of them were named Ashley Nicole. And then to kick it off, we have one girl in our friend group, right? Her name, Ashley Nicole. She's not even white. She's not even white.
Not even white.
But her name's Ashley Nicole.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. How was that a name? Just
four times.
Yeah, I dated 3 Ashley Nicoles in 1 year. We started calling them by their last name. Like the girl, she just hit me up too. Jesus Christ. We started calling her last name is Beard, right? And she hates the fact I told her this the other day, Pasta. She was like, Pasta, that's the big guy? And I was like, yeah. She was like, oh, okay. And then Pasta was either, I think we were playing with Pasta or whatever. No, Pasta was sitting right next to me. We were on the phone. And I was like, she's like, tell Pasta I said hey. And I said, Pasta, Beard said hey. right? And she's like, "Don't call me fucking Beard." I'm like, "That's your fucking name. That's her last name." And she's like, "Don't call me Beard. That's ugly." I'm like, "It's your name. If you were in the military, they'd be calling you fucking Beard.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
They'd for sure be calling you Beard." But yeah. 3 Ashley Nicoles in 1 year. That is random. That is super random.
They both act. Are they all three of them act the same way, or it was only
Crazy?
their names that they had in common?
Crazy? No, okay, no, they were all different. They were all different.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
they
say
were,
just about every female.
Yeah, they were
I've been with
completely
have
different people,
recalled their
just
middle
happened to all
names.
have
Middle names
Yeah.
Nicole.
they were completely different
At least
people.
3.
Because sometimes when they have the same name,
Uh-huh.
similar personalities too.
That's crazy. That's
My
crazy.
ex-wife's middle name was Nicole.
Mm.
I see you
I
see
always
that.
wanted a girl named Nicole, right? Just because I wanted a girl named Nikki. I don't know why. I felt like that was that's just
Like your
something-
wallpaper.
that's something.
He's like something, something. Man.
But that's
I'm
just
fine with
something.
it.
That's
I,
just
not a
something
Y.
I've always wanted a girl named
It all
Nikki.
makes sense now. It all makes sense.
Yeah, like my ex-wife, right? Her name was Tanika, right? I used to call her Nikki. She's like, she hated it. It's because I want a girl named fucking Nikki. Just go with it, you know? Ugh, man, those times.
dark memories.
Dark memories. It all flooded back. It was dark memories. It's crazy because I've been married. I've been married twice. Married and divorced twice.
Oh, really?
Twice, bro. It's crazy. That's a lot. Like, I don't think I'll ever get married again. Right? We can live together and we can act married. People can think we're married and all this. I ain't signing no papers, bro.
Bring it up.
What's the big deal?
I ain't signing.
Shit takes forever to get out of.
It does, and I'm just now bouncing back credit wise. You know what I'm saying? From my last
I got
marriage,
hit
which
with
was
mine,
which was over like 12 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
I never
Like,
knew it affected your credit.
yeah, because y'all start buying
But
shit
yeah,
together.
they have access to everything in your name.
Yeah, my first wife. Let me tell you what my first wife did. We break up, we divorced, right? She bought everybody in her fucking family, like her immediate family, a fucking car on my name. None of these fuckers paid for it.
What?
Do you know how long it took me to get that shit off my fucking credit?
Hell no.
I ended up not paying, and I had to go to court and all this other shit.
Damn,
But
how many cars was it?
her 2 brothers, her mom, her mom's boyfriend, and somebody else, and her. Like 6
Jeez.
cars. 6 cars.
Holy crap.
6 fucking cars
6 cars? Damn, she
that
hated
I
you.
never knew about until they were on my credit. And my credit was shot, bro.
Damn.
6 repos on your shit.
Man,
Yeah, 6 repos on your shit is absolutely wild.
that's absolutely insane.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and it took me years to get out of that. And as soon as I got out of that, I was already with this girl and I ended up getting married to this other chick. Let me tell you this goddamn story. I was married, right? We got married. Me and her got married. And I was the side dude.
Oh.
Let that sink in. Let that shit sink in. I married her and didn't know I was the side dude.
Wow.
We dead ass were we were married before I got married to her. Right before I met her, she had a boyfriend, right? Who went to jail in Georgia, by the way. Went to jail. He went to jail for murder, for unaliving somebody. Right?
Damn.
Yeah.
They caught him, they locked him up, boom. He's gone. Right?
Right.
I meet her, we start dating, right? And mind you, this is crazy. I've only been with like 3 black girls, and this was the first one ever. Right? We start dating. Randomly one morning we wake up, we're like 7 months into a relationship, we're living together, right? We wake up one morning, let's get married. We go down to the courthouse, boom, we're married, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Another year goes by, right? And I think this is when it all started to turn. After I found out after the fact, this is where it all started to go downhill. Something happened in his case where somebody fucked up, right? Fucked up so bad that they had to let him go. Fuck up,
Uh-oh.
right? Like the whole case was a wash. They had to let him go, right? This fucker gets out of goddamn prison, right? She leaves me for him.
Damn.
We've been at this point. We've been married for 2 years, bro.
Wow.
Just using you.
We was
That's
married for
stupid.
2 years. I come to find out later, right? Not only did I marry her and I help her get her kids back because she didn't have custody of her kids or whatever, right? And I help her get her kids back, and her kids are living with me and her, and living the good life, right? But she's taking money every week out of the bank account and putting it on this motherfucker's books.
no.
This man was living, he was eating, he had all the noodles in jail.
Damn.
Yeah,
She
he was
using you.
yeah, like 150 a week on this man's books.
Damn.
And I don't know nothing about jail or prison or whatever. I don't know how far $150 goes in the commissary.
That's a decent commissary right there.
That's a decent
taking your
commissary?
meal.
Yeah,
That's probably
especially if
buying
he's
your
in
cake.
prison.
They
If
was
he's in
having
prison, that's
like
decent.
prison burritos and all sorts of shit every night.
Yeah,
That's
$150 a week, bro.
Wow.
$600 a month. She was dropping on this man's fucking books.
Mm.
That's
Hey,
insane.
Lunchbox, did you see where I tagged you in the Discord?
So yeah, that's absolutely insane, right? So after that divorce, bro, I've been rebuilding ever since because that divorces fuck you up.
Oh yeah.
Divorces fuck you up. So
Yeah,
from
that's
now on, I don't think I'm getting married again. I know for a fact I'm not getting married again. You know what I'm saying? That's a prerequisite on the getting with me. We're not getting married. We can live married. Everybody can think we're married. Hell, we can have some damn kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But legally, we're not involving the government in this relationship. Prenup or no prenup. That's just
freedom
not
isn't free.
happening. Say what happened?
I said, freedom isn't free.
Freedom isn't. Yeah. Bro, it costs folks like you and me.
Yeah.
Turn this into a Helldivers
You got to
podcast.
show up with your buck 05.
It turns you into a hell diver. Oh,
I'm just saying, like, all things. The fact. Back to the original story. Chubby chasers exist, and they're on both sides, men and women. You know what I'm saying? It's an actual thing. We need to find pasta chubby chaser. They're out there, bro.
They are.
There are girls out there that make their dudes big. They purposely make their dudes big.
Yeah,
They'll
no,
find
I'm
it.
not trying to get
Mine's
They'll find
gotta
a-
be fat.
Maybe you got to go to like where do you think they'd hang out?
Having cheeseburgers in my face all day.
You got to go to
grocery
IKEA
store.
pasta.
Grocery store.
Go to IKEA pasta. Maybe a Target.
I
IKEA.
do
Maybe a
Target
Whole
all
Foods.
the time. I live like a mile away from
All right,
Target.
all right. Then let's go. You got to go to
I
Whole Foods.
wouldn't
maybe.
say Target. I wouldn't say Target because me and Pasta were just in Target the other day, and there was some really fit people in there. it was like a commercial. We walked into a commercial.
No.
Then we walked into a commercial.
Yeah. What up? 4x4. Since 4x4 is a subscriber, right? We're gonna ask him the question. 4x4. Do you think chubby chasers do they exist? Because Pasta is convinced that it's an absolute no. It's an absolute no for pasta. He's like, there is no such thing as a chubby chaser. And I'm just telling pasta, all he gotta do is tell a girl, let me put my stomach on your back. You gotta say some off the wall, crazy,
Hey, you say, "Let me put my
borderline
belly on you."
disrespectful stuff.
Let me put my
Yeah.
belly on you.
Let me put my stomach on your back.
Hey, Aster, what you playing, bro?
I ain't playing anything. I'm just messing with some settings right now.
So,
Now you're watching porno. Lioness.
That's
hey, yo, that's why we can't see him from. You can only see him from here down.
For real.
I'm laying in bed, you know, I'm relaxed, stretching out.
So you
But
guys
yeah,
are coming
yeah,
out of
pasta.
my
Just,
TV.
just I want. Okay, let me ask the chat. Chat, what pickup line would you use on a big girl?
On
You
a
know what I'm
big
saying?
girl.
On a big girl. What?
The Korean barbecue. That's pretty funny. Delicious. Oh my gosh. A little train thing. I've never even been to a restaurant like that. No. No, I'm just thinking of like the logistics of how do you keep that sanitary? Yeah, I've never been to no place like that. Right.
Right by your table. It zigzags through every table in the restaurant, right? And
Right.
you just pick it up, put it on the table, and you uncover it and put all your stuff in the thing.
Hmm.
Okay.
It's nice. I like it. And so for the people who are cutting up the stuff, right? When they're putting the bowls up there, when the train is going through the kitchen or wherever it goes, right? Empty spots, they put a bowl at. All the empty
So
spots, they
they
just put a
just
bowl.
so they know that's their gauge to make more is that they
No, they're
see what's
constantly
missing.
making stuff, but it's like
Oh,
when there's an empty spot, they just put something there.
okay.
It's nice. It's nice. It makes you seem fancy though. But just know, for guys, when I tell you to do this, right? You're not spending a ton of money doing this. I think it's like $25 a person at the fucking hot pot.
That's
Yeah.
cheap.
That's cheap. I went
That's
and
cheap.
did I had a first date with a girl about a month ago. I took her to the Korean barbecue. There's one over there by Target pasta. It's called Jin, right? It's
Yeah.
fucking delicious. That's where I take all my first dates, right? I think I spent on the last one $70. That's including the tip. Couldn't. I loved it.
Like you
It
must
was
be
it
you
was
to
it
me
was
you're dating them
delicious.
high class girls. I'm looking for the girl that likes the Wendy's faux for faux.
There you go.
That's
That
what I'm
girl's
saying.
Okay, you like the girls when it's 4 I'm gonna tell you right now that girl's gonna beat you. Domestic violence.
Hell yeah,
he
she's
said,
like,
he
"Pasta,
said
She's gonna
domestically.
beat you.
After over there,
Yeah,
setting
yeah,
the mood ass.
He said, what?
Hey yo,
This stuff that man
God.
setting the mood.
changing the color. As long as it's not red, we're good.
I got you. Hold on. Nah, I'm just kidding. It's too much work. Turn a
not the
65
red
inch
bro.
screen.
He
if I
said
gotta set,
70.
like, the
He said
full
I take my
backdrop.
first dates
Not
there. He
the
said I
red
spend
LED.
$70.
Your mic went down, Pasta. I don't know what it was.
Yeah, I can't even hear him too well.
My mic went down. Can you hear me now?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, there it goes. Was
Try
your
again?
mic
Okay.
halfway
Can you hear me now? No.
I'm just gonna turn you up.
Okay.
There we go. I just doubled your volume. Versace, what's good, my guy? What's good? This is the day one crew.
Is that
We
better?
ended
Can you
up,
hear me now? What about now? No. Okay.
Asher, you play poker?
No, not really.
We were playing earlier.
Hey, there's a
Yeah,
game
we
called
were
You
playing
think
poker
TikTok
earlier.
is done tomorrow? What do you mean 4x4? Oh, with the whole voting shit?
I'm not saying like I really don't know how to play poker too well.
Chilling, eating some broccoli with cheese and chicken.
I forgot why my shit ain't charging.
You know what? The fact that you said with cheese and chicken was the great part, right? Because you know how wild that would have sounded if I was like, "What are you doing?" I'm just chilling, eating some broccoli.
With the cheese and the chicken,
you
though.
eat raw
broccoli
broccoli?
crunching and shit.
I like
Yeah.
broccoli though. I
Good.
dead ass would eat broccoli by itself, bro. You can call
The
me
cheese
weird
and the
or
chicken.
whatever.
No, I'm just saying, if you eating raw broccoli.
I love raw broccoli, bro.
Raw
Raw
broccoli's
broccoli's
pretty
great.
great.
Broccoli.
Some
I
ranch.
love
Some
raw
ranch.
broccoli, bro.
Some Hidden Valley.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't believe
yeah.
Congress is dealing with TikTok. The country got way bigger fish to fry. Look, here's the thing. Here's why the United States could never actually. We're gonna switch gears right quick. Here's why the United States could never actually ban TikTok from the public, right? Is because we actually have rights here, right? And it would literally be unconstitutional for them to
Stepping on the Constitution.
ban. Yeah, it would step on the Constitution for them to ban us from having TikTok.
That's freedom of speech.
Now,
Well,
what they can do, here's what they can do.
But at the same time, it's not. They're not saying you can't talk. You know what I'm saying? You just can't talk on this app because isn't TikTok? I'm not sure, 100%. But isn't TikTok a Chinese app?
It's not a Chinese app. The company who designed TikTok, who owns TikTok, is from China. Yes, but it's not a Chinese app. You see what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
But here's
They're already
here's
talking
here's
about China is fucking with our infrastructure.
they can't ban the app because that would stop a company from practicing freedom of speech because TikTok does have like offices here. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What they can do, this is what they can do. They can ban TikTok. I think everybody's getting confused because what they were trying to do before, they did a temporary ban on TikTok, which did pass, and I think they're trying to make it permanent now, right? They're banning TikTok on all government issued devices. They can do that.
Yeah,
what's-
and there's nothing
Now,
wrong with that.
what's
you
going
know
to
what
suck
I mean?
about that?
Hey, you ain't
What's
paying
going to
for your
suck
own
about
shit.
that is if you got an Obama phone and you got the upgraded plan to where you can have internet and all that, ain't no more TikTok on that Obama phone. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? If you work for the government and they give you tablets or a government issue or a work phone, right? There's no TikTok on that anymore. You know what I'm saying? But they can't actually ban it from the country
I
as
just
a
got
whole.
banged
You know
over
what I'm
the head
saying?
right now.
But they can ban it from anything government issued. You know what I'm saying? And if it's banned from anything government issued, that also means that, all these mill talks, all these people in uniform on TikTok, right? You can't do that anymore.
Well, I mean, they were
Mhm.
already pressing the issue about that because people were doing that shit in the field. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
But
that shit.
it'll actually become part of the UCMJ at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you could literally be in
Did
uniform, and it'd be in
we want to
uniform. Even if you're in your own house, if you're in uniform, actually, yeah, if you're in uniform and you're in your own house and you make a video, boom, you're in trouble. They can do that, but for as the country as a whole, they can't. It's unconstitutional. Luckily, our constitution saved us once again.
I mean, they step on our constitution. They they be doing wild shit anyway.
Yeah, they do. They find loopholes. There's
Yeah.
no loophole to this because this would literally step on one of the amendments. I can't remember which one. I have to look it up again because I looked it up before I started streaming and before I started really getting into TikTok. I looked, and this was when I had maybe less than 1,000 followers at that time, right? Uh, they literally, I looked up everything, and I'd be like, okay, so they can't legally get rid of TikTok from us. I'm gonna go ahead and put my energy into this. You know what I'm saying? But uh, but if it does pass, it'll be a permanent ban on TikTok in the United States for anything government issued. I don't think they will, but they could even press it as far as if you're in the military, you cannot use TikTok. Because essentially, when you enlist in the military or commission as an officer, you belong to the government
Your
at that point.
ass belong to them.
Yeah, you can literally. Here's and
They,
his this is a reason I know that is
I can't
absolutely
remember what
true.
year, but it sounds like one of the teens they implemented a new thing that you sign in every branch after basic. That it's a social media privacy act. It basically you waive away your privacy to social media.
Yeah,
Wow.
but they can dig all through your shit. Um, I remember it, and you belong to the military because I actually got I I got a page 11. It's basically like in civilian world, it's a write up, right? Because even though I'm black, I look black. I'm actually Panamanian, so I sunburn, right? I do sunburn. I sunburn bad, right? I got a really. I fell asleep on a beach one day, right?
Oh no.
I got a
Damn,
really severe sunburn on my back to the point where I couldn't sit, I couldn't lay down, I couldn't move. It hurt to breathe,
Yeah.
right? And I go to medical, they do their shit. My back was it was a burn. It was bad, right? I got a page 11 for destruction of government property.
Jeez.
Yeah, crazy. So your ass belongs to the government when you enlist. That doesn't say don't go enlist, don't go commission, because the Marine Corps was the worst mistake of my life. You know what I'm saying? But I loved it. Uh, but yeah, just know that you don't. They can tell you what the fuck to do at any fucking. Stand on your fucking foot until I get tired. 1 foot. Air Force would have took care of you. Oh no, the Marine Corps took care of me. I was healed up real quick. I still got that page 11.
That's pretty insane.
Yeah, I still got that page 11. And so, but I mean, I don't know. Astra was in the Marines also. You know what I'm saying? What was your MOS in the Marines?
I was an embarkation specialist.
Hey,
0431.
what did the Marines? I mean, what did the Marines call MOS? Like, 'cause I thought MOS was just. I mean, it's the same thing. It means job, but like,
Yeah.
what do they call it?
What do you mean?
Like, 'cause
That
there's other.
is like MOS is your job.
This is literally your job.
I thought the Marines and I thought the Marines and the Navy called it something else. Not.
No, this is still MOS.
No, I thought the Army called it something else.
Army calls it MOS.
Yeah. So you were 04. That's the Red Patches, aren't they?
I was basically a red patcher, but no, I was a 31. Did the
Okay.
same thing. I did the like red patchers do helicopter support teams only, and
Oh, okay.
the naval like the
Okay, so four by
hovercraft.
four says it's the Air Force that calls them different. It's AFSCs. Air Force has got to be fucking different, of course.
But like I
But
was trained, I could do everything a red patcher could do. They could do my job basically.
okay, okay, I
Besides
got you.
the like logistics, like the computer DoD aspect,
Okay, I got you.
because I had to get NATO hazmat certified.
Me, I was and I okay, let me tell you this. If you're listening and you're going to join the military, don't get your hopes set up on the job you pick, especially if you go to the Marine Corps. I don't know about any of the branches. I'm just talk about the Marine Corps because that's what I know, right? I signed up to be PMO, which is the marshal's office, the police. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to be military police, right? They asked me if that school was closed when I got out of boot camp, right? What job would be my second option? And I was like, I don't know. Give me legal admin. You know what I'm saying? I'll work in the JAG office, right? Did I get any of those? No. Did I get anything remotely close to that? Absolutely fucking not. Right? When they were handing out jobs at the end of boot camp, they called my last name. I stood up. I walked to the front. He says, "Ooh, hard charger, 0311 infantry."
Okay.
Infantry. Now, when I joined the Marine Corps, this was in 2002. We were going over there to fuck up overseas. You know what I'm saying? So I knew I was going. I actually deployed like less than a year later, after schooling and everything. I deployed less than a year later to go to. I was in Fallujah. But my first battle, my first time deploying, my first time boots in the dirt was in Fallujah. Right?
Jeez.
Fallujah was the longest battle in American history.
Wasn't it like 6 days or some shit like that? Or a little
It
longer?
was 15 days of nonstop gunfire. 15 days. I was there. You know what I'm saying? They
Damn.
got a whole game. I don't know if this game came out or is coming out soon, right?
6 days in
They,
Fallujah.
yes,
No, they came out already, I thought.
it came
Yeah,
out
it came.
already. I
Yeah.
wanted everybody when I used to stream. Everybody was like, "You need to play this game." I refused to play that game because I was like, "It's just gonna bring back PTSD." Because it's the most realistic shit to being there, right? And I did not want to play it. And let me tell you, like, okay, so my first time, Marines aren't always in the dirt. My unit came from the boat, and we went into the dirt to do missions, and then we go back to the boat, right? So I'm getting on this frog, which is a CH-46. It's the helicopter with two blades on top, right?
The one that always crashes.
No, that's an Osprey. We'll get into that
Oh,
later, right? Um, this is the one from like Vietnam.
oh,
It's
okay,
it's
okay.
not old, right? So we're flying in, right? And I'm nervous. I'm scared as shit. I'm dead ass scared as shit because I know I'm about to go to battle and I'm not prepared for this. I'm 18 years old, right? And I just keep hearing this tank, 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 tank. It's loud inside of those helicopters. My gunny leans, he's sitting across from me. He leans over and he yells, "Do you hear that?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, "They're shooting at you. When you get down there, you better shoot back." What the fuck?
Yeah. Thanks. Like, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What? Like they're shooting at me right now? It was all hell. It was, and I swear to you, when the back of that helicopter door opened, when I say there was fucking bullets flying, imagine. Okay, you know what? Let me put it in perspective for you. My first time in combat, because this was my first time, and it was by far the worst time. I've been in combat a bunch of times, but this was by far the worst time. Right? Imagine going down in Helldivers to the creek. Remember when we first went to the creek?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, on medium.
It was like that.
Damn.
It was like that. It was just chaos, bullets. It was crazy. But like I said, I retort. The Marine Corps was the best first mistake of my life. I've met a crazy amount of friends. I've lived in more countries. I've been to more countries than I have states. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't got no kids, but I don't know. You know?
I ain't got no kids that I know of. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because I've been all over. There might be some little Marlows running around in other countries.
Just
So,
Japan.
but I loved it, man. I actually started. That was that. You know what's crazy? I was a football player in high school and college, right? I never smoked a day in my life. I started smoking that day. My nerves were bad. I was hand shaking. You know what I'm saying? 4x4 said some half Asian Marlows running around. I know. Actually, you know what's funny? Asians are like my number one draft pick, right? I love Asians. Oh my god, I love Asians, right? When I was deployed, the longest time in an Asian country was Japan, right? I only had one girlfriend, but we and her rocked together for years. I was gonna marry that girl, but by then I had already went to recon school. I had already joined a recon unit. We were in Okinawa, um, and we were on the type tip that we could deploy at any time. There's no like, hey, there's no planning for it. You know what I'm saying? It's like we get that phone call, we're gone in like 24, 48 hours type deal, right? I got the phone call. She was gone somewhere and I couldn't tell her. I left her a note. I bounced, right? Normally we're back in like a month or two, sometimes 3. 8 months we were gone. I come back. She doesn't live there anymore, right? I go to her parents' place. They don't live there anymore. I lost her, bro. That's my great white buffalo.
Wow.
That's She's dead. She's dead as my great white buffalo. Like she's the one that got away. I never found her again. 4x4 says, bro, that's heartbreaking. No, like I dead ass never found her again. But Asians are my like number one. Actually, I did find her. I take that back. I did find her. I didn't talk to her though. I did find her. I found her years down the road later. I found her on Facebook, but she was already like happily married. She had a family going. I didn't want to just pop up and, you know what I'm saying, wreck shop. You know? So that was then, man. But Asians definitely are my like number one draft pick. Latinas are a close second. Versace says should have asked the